So this is going to be a dynamic website where we're going to have code on the server end. So we have to change these pages. So on your website, your pages cannot be HTML because you cannot put PHP code or server code on an HTML file. It has to be a PHP file. So you have to decide, okay, how many pages do I need? So for instance, let's say I have 5 pages. I'm going to use this as my first page, index. That's my main page. I'm going to make a copy, a duplicate, and I'm going to rename it PHP. So index.php. Okay. Let's say I'm going to take a look at this, right? I'm going to index, put a comma, okay. Put a comma there. And now I'll open it up. So the first thing I want to do is I want to set up my menu. So if I look at design and I look at this section over here, this is the menu, see about, and it'll say menu right here, header container, maybe that one. So this is the menu. If you want to take a look at this, how it looks, see home, about, servers, project, contact, that's what it's there now. So I need to change that. So the first thing on this one has these drop downs. You might use them, you might take them, keep them, or put them. If you want to take them away, you would have to take the whole list away, right? So I would, in this case, so it says menu item has children. I'll take that away. It has no children. Just like these down here, see, there's no children. And then I would take away the children away. So ULD, I'll take all that away. So you could play around with that. So let's see, I have home, and the website, the link is going to be index.php, right? And then I have, let's say, about. I'm not going to call this about. Let's say I call it manager or something. Manager. Oops. Manager. And that's going to be manager. This thing is jumping around a lot. Let's see if I can fix that a little bit. Okay. So where am I, manager? So this will be manager.php. Now I don't have that page yet, but first I'll do this and then I'll duplicate it. The other one might be clubs. Let's say clubs dot php. Okay. Next one, I'll say members dot php. Of course, I forgot to change this link. This doesn't have to be capitalized. The links don't have the names of the links don't have to be capitalized. I'm going to capitalize this. This will be clubs. Clubs. And this will be members. Okay. So these are the links, and this is what shows up. I think let's go that way. Okay. Last one. Okay. I'll keep. Let's say I want attendance. Well, let's say blog I want to keep, right? But I don't want to keep teams, so I'll get rid of team. And this blog, what's the other one here? Contact. Okay, so I'll get rid of blog. So LI, all the way down here, and I'll keep contact. Just have to be careful here. So this is a close, this is a close, this is from the previous one. So this looks like a search. Div, icon. Okay, that's a search. So now let's say, I don't know if I made a mistake or not. You have to have to really be careful here. But I'm going to upload this, right? So I'm going to upload this because you cannot preview this in the browser anymore. So if you say open in browser, you see, it'll say it'll just give you this. So you have to go to the server. So I'm going to upload index.php. I'm going to take a look at it. I probably made some mistakes, but just to take a look. So I put in the right address finally. And if you notice now, so I have my links. I had to fix them actually. I made some mistakes. So, but anyway, so like I said, this is on the server now. So PHP files can only be processed by the server. You cannot right click. You cannot go over here and right click and say, I want to see this in the local browser, right? It won't work. Okay, so I have my menu, right? And this looks pretty good. So what I need to do is I need to make these pages, right? And so they all have the same menu, right? I don't want to do this all by hand. So I'm going to save this, and I'm going to say, okay, I'll save this as, what's the name, manager. Okay, so I'll call this save as, and I'll say manager PHP, right? So I know all the links are correct. Manager PHP, and then I'll save the next one, which is, let's see, let's take a look at this one more time. And I got clubs, members, and contact. So let's, so save all of them. Okay, so I uploaded those pages. Now, I checked the links, right? But I did make one mistake here, right? So I misspelled manager, right? And all the pages have this spelled wrong. But the links do work. See, they're up here, and contact. So this is a problem that we're going to fix with some PHP code. What if you make a mistake, or what if you make a change? Tomorrow, what if somebody says, look, on all your pages, we want, instead of manager, we want representative. Well, you're going to have to what? Go to all 100 pages? If you're a webmaster, well, for us, it's only a few pages, right? But the key is we want to make this centralized. So I don't have to go to every page and make this correction. So I'm not going to do it here. Right? I'm not going to go through every page. The other problem, as you see, is when I click clubs, it's supposed to be highlighted with this red bar indicating I'm in clubs, but home is still highlighted. So this is, the way the guy set this up. And the reason is, again, it has to do with this. You see current menu item. So it should change based on the page. Again, I could go and I could make this change, but I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to do it through PHP. Okay, so the first thing I did is I made a new menu PHP file. I saved it in PHP folder here, right? Just to keep organized. I took my menu, right, and I put my menu here. So this code is a variable. In PHP, you can take some HTML code and save it as a variable and then display it. So this just means print it onto the page, right? So this is some PHP code. And as you notice, I did fix manager, right, over here. So now on my page, I don't want the original menu, so I commented that out. See, this is the original menu. Now you could delete it later, but I commented it out, so it's commented out. It's not going to apply. And I included the PHP file. So what this is going to do is going to run whatever is in that file, and it's going to put it on the page, because that's what I'm telling it to do right here. I'm saying echo that. So it's going to print this on the page. So after all this has been saved and uploaded, I go to the website. And if you go to clubs, now I didn't change clubs. So clubs is still, the hard-coded version, right? So this is all hard-coded. Right? This is not PHP. But if I go to home, right? Remember home, I commented all this out. So where is this coming from, right? Now, the viewer they won't know what's going on over here because it's all on the server. You see, that's the commented, but you see it's not showing up here. So this is the print or the echo statement. It's putting this on the page. Well, what this allows me to do is if I do this on every page, right, I can make one quick change. I can make one quick change in my menu and all my pages are uploaded, right? Okay, so that's the first part of this. The second part is now I got a little problem here because I go to manager like I showed you, it still shows home as being the page that you're on, but you're really not, right? You're on clubs, you see? So we want to fix that too. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to set up to make this work so you know it shows the current page. So you see this is all done. It shows the current page, right? We need to set up a different menu essentially for each page, right? So you see for the home page, I have it that it's the current menu item. And the other ones won't have the red line. Then the manager, so we switch the current menu item to the manager, as you can see, right? And the same thing with the clubs, we switch the current menu item. That's what gives you the red bar, okay, this little CSS code. Okay, now the other problem is, well, how is the server going to know which one of these to echo, right? So the server has a couple of interesting features. One of them, it could tell you the page that it's on. So this code tells you the page that it's on, but it gives you the whole URL. So what we do is we break it up into pieces and take the last part. The last part is going to be the name of the page. So this page, after we do some manipulation to the string, is going to give you see this is an array, and it's going to give you the last item in the array, which is the name of the page. So it's going to leave all the other stuff out. So once we have that, then you just simply have to figure out what page you're on. If you're on the index page, then you're going to echo the menu. If you're on the manager page, you're going to echo the manager menu, right? And so on. So I went and I updated all the pages, I commented out these old menu code and I put in the PHP code, right, for every one of them, and I uploaded it. And now you'll see that that all of them are using, if I go to the source, right, all of them are using the PHP file. So you see this is commented out, right? So where is this coming from? This is coming from the PHP file. So what do we gain by this? Well, like I said before, if you wanted to, first of all, add another menu item, you just go to the PHP file and you add another menu item. It says, okay, I need a new menu. I need, blog. Well, you don't have to go to every page. You just go over here and you make the change and boom. This is called extensibility, and it's very important when you evaluate your project to talk about extensibility. How hard is it to add new features? Well, for you, this is going to be very easy. If you want to add a new page, or if you want to change a page, you want to add maybe one of those menu lists under the menu. You don't have to go to every page. So this is the goal. Once we've done this, what I like you to do is I like you to do the footer the same way. So if you look down at the bottom, we have at the bottom of every page a footer. It's a lot of stuff over here, so you could delete a lot of them, but I want you to leave a few things, right? Maybe the address or something, and do it the same way as we did the menu. Make it centralized. So if you ever want to change the footer, you can do it automatically. So that's a good, nice little task for you.